Did the writers of Across the Spider-Verse pen a scrapped Flash film, and what was it about? More after the jump.
ChrisCross, oh here we go, yo. ChrisCross, hey.
Hello and welcome to ChrisCrossMedia. My name is Chris, and you're watching Scrapped, a show about canceled movies, shows, toys, food, rides, etc. You know the drill. And today this article from Hollywood Reporter caught my eye, and while this is just a quick one, I just wanted to share it with you all because I thought it was pretty interesting. Now in this interview, both Lord and Miller, famed directors, producers, writers of such famous films as Into and Across the Spider-Verse, the Lego Movie, and of course their infamous scrapped version of Star Wars Solo, which I should cover soon. Well, they described yet another project they had on their docket that was ultimately scrapped. Now, what's interesting is the timing of all of this, because this project was none other than The Flash. Now, these two wrote a treatment for Warner Brothers back in 2015, and they just recently had this to say about their version.
It did involve time travel, but it was not a multiversal story, so I think it is safe to say that this is its own unique thing. There are definitely some things that were in the trailers that I've seen that were similar to things that in our treatment, but I'm certain that, from what I know now of the story, it seems quite different from what we had.
Thank you, Mr. Scrapped. Now, yes, there's nothing too earth-shattering here, but it always fascinates me seeing different known writers, known directors being attached to certain projects that were in development. For example, something that we've touched on here before is at one point, James Cameron was going to direct his version of Spider-Man in the 90s, not to mention also Jurassic Park. And you know what? Not all is lost. While Lord and Miller didn't get their version of The Flash made, I think it's safe to say they did just fine in the long run. And we don't know anything about this movie. It might be one of those projects that we never know anything about, or it could be one of those projects where 10 years from now, a bunch of concept art and excerpts come out, and I'll be here covering that as well. However, I can say that The Flash is absolutely awesome. It is so much fun and one of my favorite live-action superhero movies since No Way Home. I was fortunate enough to catch an early screening, something I absolutely talk about in this week's episode of The Attic, which is our new podcast. So check that out. New episodes every Friday. And with that being said, yes, I know this is a quick one, but make sure to come back every single week if you like scrapped content. There's a lot more things to cover. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I thank you all for watching. As always, my name is Chris, and you have just been crisscrossed. Peace out.